Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Bird's Nest. Please, and I'm not just saying this, please like and subscribe and comment. Speak your mind. Let me know what you're thinking. I'd love to hear it. Well, now that I have heard Eric Dickerson's extended statement, I'm wondering, I've been wondering all along, really, is it possible that the NFL is trying to make it right with Shedeur? You know, after they robbed him for $40 million? Because what Eric Dickerson said is, okay, they called around and told people not to draft him, and they went along with it. I really feel like the Steelers wanted Shedeur. After the Giants fell off the table. The Giants started this whole thing. Shedeur pissed him off severely. You know, like we heard. I mean, like they said. Shedeur and Daboll actually argued in his interview. Shedeur bucked up on that boy. That's why he felt small. He probably was scared. Anyway, so Daboll was pissed. He spreads the word, and everybody else starts saying, yeah, he was bad with us too. Blah, 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 blah. So then they say, okay, we'll fix him. He ain't going no top 5. Honey, no. No. We're not giving him no fully guaranteed $40 million contract. No. Don't take him. And then, according to what Eric Dickerson said, the NFL was like, oh, well, we didn't expect y'all to not never take him. You got to take him. So, Cleveland, since Deion doesn't want him to go there, and y'all suck so bad, like, y'all suck. We know you gonna mess him up. Take him. You take him. As I said yesterday, but they didn't want him. Stefanski never wanted him. Stefanski doesn't know how to pick quarterbacks. So, you know, the top quarterback in the draft are one of two. Him and Cam were really neck and neck, and we'll see when the season starts. But so far, it's looking like Shedeur is better than Cam. But we'll see when the season starts. Preseason, you can't really tell. They didn't take him. They weren't looking at him. They had the number 2 pick. They weren't looking at him. They were looking at Cam, actually. From what I heard. They were interested in Cam, but the Cam didn't stay on the board. And they were looking at Travis. And for some reason, they didn't take him either. Some people say because they figured they'd get their quarterback next year. And then Stefanski also thought Pickett could be something for him. And if he wasn't, that's okay, because they got 2 first-round picks for next year. But they weren't looking at Shedeur. You know, I'm sure there were teams that were looking at other people. Like, the Giants took Jackson Dart real high in the draft, higher than he deserved to go. But he's good. Don't get it twisted. Or he looks good in the preseason. Again, we can't judge anything by the preseason. So I think it's possible that is it possible that they're trying to make it up? Since they did say eventually, okay, no, we ain't mean not draft him out the league. Like, that's not what we meant. We just didn't want him getting that $40 million guaranteed contract. But y'all let him fall too far. What's happening? So even the league was like, wait a minute, what's happening? And they had to make a call to get him drafted to the worst team in the league, punish him a little bit further. Send him to a coach that doesn't know how to recognize quarterback talent if it slapped him in the face, which Shedeur did. And he didn't recognize it. Or who knows? Maybe he thought, well, okay, am I allowed to use him? Like, what's going on? Who knows? But the reason why I say, are they trying to make it up to him, is because, well, for one thing, they see, guys. It's his star. It's his star power. I think maybe at Colorado they attributed the attention to Dion, and it started like that. But then the attention got on them, let me tell my story. Once the attention was on them, I did look because of Dion. But then I got to know Shedeur. And he's so awesome. That I start watching for him. And then I said, oh, okay, wherever he goes, I'm going. He's my guy. He's going to the Super Bowl. Like, I want to watch Shedeur's journey. That's what I decided. He has that star power. And they see that. So no, they didn't want him out the league. He's too much money. They knew. I'm like, did they not care about the money that Shedeur? Yeah, they cared. That's why they was like, draft him. So Shedeur does make a cut of the sale of his merch on NFL.com. I couldn't get the exact cut. It's not whatever that thing they claim is in his contract. It's not that. Whatever they call it, I don't even remember. That's a myth made up on social media. Somebody said it. From what I understand, somebody just said this is what he should do, and everybody ran with it as this is what's in his contract. He's got a contract that they don't let know. He got a contract that sucks. Shedeur got $4 million over 4 years. Travis got 40-something. Cam got 40-something. And only 400,000 of it was guaranteed. That guy that they just signed, the wide receiver, his whole contract is guaranteed. So anyway, I wonder if they're trying to make it up to him by making him he's definitely the face of the Cleveland Browns. QB4 is the face of the Cleveland Browns. And quite frankly, Shedeur been acting like that ever since he got there anyway. That's how he acts like QB1. He carries himself like QB1. He goes out into the community like, I'm representing my team. This is my team. I'm representing them in the community. So he already was carrying himself like that. But then the NFL started going along with it. He practically the face of the NFL, and that's coming. But he's practically that. It been all Shedeur all the time on all NFL social media. Forget about the Browns. That helps his brand. If they really wanted to stomp him out, they wouldn't post him. It helps his brand. He becomes more and more valuable because of them using him as the face of the Browns and darn near the face of the NFL. Because they know he's valuable. He's so valuable. And so they are robbing him right now. And so, well, except for the merch. Shedeur got more merch on NFL.com than anybody. It's not just jerseys with him. He got various t-shirts that are fly as hell. He put the wrist up. They made a t-shirt out of it. So he's getting a cut of that. If we keep buying it, maybe he can get that $40 million, but he ain't gonna be the only one getting it, y'all. But they say, I don't know where that money goes. I just can't. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna do some digging and see. I had seen something before that said that he got like, I can't even remember now. 50%, 25%, so a very large percentage of it. And then the rest went to the NFL Players Association. Those corrupt mofos. They corrupt too. But I think the money is dispersed properly because allegedly jersey sales benefit the players. So say you're a player who doesn't sell jerseys at all. You're still going to get some money because the ones that are selling, it gets distributed to all the players, from what I understand. I got to read up on it some more. But Shedeur definitely gets cut. Definitely. And they're selling so much of his merch. So maybe in that way, they're like, okay, all right, Yeah, we did him dirty. We did. Yeah, that was petty, man. We robbed him 40 mil. We didn't know they was gonna do it like that though. We was hoping we only rob him of maybe 20 mil, but they didn't draft him. We had to make him. So I don't know. You see me. I'm always trying to see the bright side. So I'm just wondering, are they trying to make it up? Let me keep looking. Let me see how much more they do to promote Shedeur, because it's not just for them, although it is for them. But it helps Shedeur the most. It does. So let me keep looking at this and see. But I 1000% believe Eric Dickerson. You see a lot of people in social media, they don't even believe it. It's not fathomable to them that the NFL owners would collude against a 23-year-old. You can't convince them that they would be that petty. Why would they do that? Guys, have you been listening? They said he made him feel small. That's why when everybody's always asking, show the video, prove it. I don't want to see the video, y'all. I don't want to see it. I have no interest in that video. I don't want to see Shedeur making grown men feel small. I could just imagine how that went. I want to see it. I don't want the world seeing it. If they really wanted to destroy him, they would put them videos out. We don't want to see that, y'all. Y'all don't want to admit that it happened. Shedeur is him. Deion raised those boys like he was poor. He didn't spoil them. He sent them to public school. He didn't want them to be spoiled little rich kids. He made them work. He told them, y'all, I ain't paying for your lifestyle as adults. The boys. The girls, I don't even know. Like, I almost get the impression that the boys even be supporting Bossy. I don't know. But Deion does not spoil his kids. He raised them to be men. They are, those Sanders men have more than their fair allotment of testosterone. They ain't scared to fight. They fight good. I don't be talking about that a lot, but I've heard they will cave your chest in if you step out of line. So I could just see how that video looked. And Brian Daboll, lucky Shedeur ain't punch him in the face. I probably shouldn't say that. But no, I don't want to see that video. I don't want the world to see the video. I want the world to... Who was that said recently? Shedeur was goofy. Shedeur is doing what y'all want him to do because he's trying to get his butt on that field. All you gotta do is look back at his old videos before this happened. Ain't a goofy one among them. Ain't no goofy in that boy. Not an ounce. He's trying to get on that field by any means necessary. So that's what y'all are seeing. And that's what I want y'all to keep seeing. Because once he gets to QB1, he's still professional. Still. In his pressers for Colorado, even though he is like such an undeniable leader, like he is a leader of men, he's still professional. But some of those questions y'all be asking him, if he be his real self, he's gonna look like Cam Ward. That's Shedeur. You just ain't seeing it right now. So I just, that ran across my mind. Are they trying to make it right with Shedeur by selling all this merch? Because they know they can. It's gonna sell. what else will they do to try to make it right for him? There's other things that they can do. There's other things, during the season. He can appear in NFL ads that they pay him for. I mean, there's things they can do. Do some more. I want my nephew's $40 million. I want it all. I don't care how he didn't act right in the interviews. He didn't bow down enough. That's not his style. I need you to be okay with that, just like you're okay with the criminals that y'all be recruiting and keeping after they commit crimes. As long as it's not on video. That's what I need. You let them in, you need to let him in. Just because he's confident and made y'all feel small because he's that testosterone in him is strong. I love it. Anyway, let's keep an eye out, y'all. Let's keep an eye out. Let's see what kind of opportunities they present for him because of what they did. And then it was like, oh, it's going too far. And then all these people. I guess the people that believe it can't possibly be true are the same ones that were like, Colorado is celebrities. They're entertainers, not competitors. So they were already thinking about that, thinking that about them, and didn't like Shedeur from Jump Street. They tried to switch the narrative now because us fans are outraged by what's happening to him. So we are loud in defense of him, and they're like, he's Shedeur's fans. They're the ones that make him unlikable. He's a great, likable. He's a great kid. You didn't think he was a great kid before, and they've been treating him bad and got him competing with a room full of backups and keeping him at QB4 no matter what he does. That's why we'd be going off. Otherwise, we'd be just normal right now. We wouldn't even care about preseason. But this is what we have. And it's true. I don't know why y'all find it so unbelievable. I guess because you don't keep up with the news, you just watch games like mindless idiots. There's nothing wrong with just watching games. I'm sorry, you're not a mindless idiot. There's nothing wrong with just watching games. But if you read the press, and if you watch a variety of teams like I do, you could see some things. You could put some things together. Yes, they did it. And they've been proven to have colluded in the past. Never as petty as this. This was really petty. The thing with Lamar Jackson, I get it. Once again, the Cleveland Browns and they weird Twilight Zone selves gave Deshaun Watson all that money against the wishes of the owner's conglomerate. They didn't want that precedent being set. But Cleveland did it anyway. And so then they colluded to make sure that never happened again. You better not ever guarantee no contract that big ever again. Lamar Jackson wants more money. He's an MVP. He tries to go to another team. The owners said no. This is proven, guys. This is the last report. This just came out, I don't know, 2 months ago, something like that. Proven that they colluded to stop Lamar Jackson from finding another team and a better contract. All because of Deshaun Watson. That was the reason. Deshaun Watson was the reason. They all they also tried to stop Russell Wilson too, but I don't think it worked because this was before the Broncos thing. The Broncos gave him the money. They had to pay for him to get away from them. They were like, "We'll be fine. Get him out of here. We need a quarterback." Cleveland, they keeping Deshaun. I guess they're like, we're not paying for him to play for another team. Broncos paid for him to play for the Steelers, for Russell to play for the Steelers. So that's what they were trying to stop, and at least that was kind of a legitimate reason. I agree. I personally agree that they shouldn't have humongous, fully guaranteed contracts. Because what if something happens to him? Look at what happened to Deshaun. In addition to when he first came, from what I understand, he played well. But then he got injured. And he'd been injured a lot. And then in between injuries, he didn't play well. So you wasted $200 million on him. You can't even get rid of him. Or you can get rid of him, but you got to pay for him to play somewhere else. That's not a proper thing. I don't agree with that. I don't think that they should ever do that. To pay somebody in advance in the hopes that they work out. Hundreds of millions of dollars. So that wasn't petty to me. This was petty. This wasn't to stop some systemic thing. This was targeted at Shedeur and Dion to bring them down a peg. That's it. When they got the second coming of it, not everybody comes out like this, like Shedeur. At his level. Caitlin Clark's the only example right now. It's not even Angel Reese. It's Caitlin Clark. But no, not even Caitlin, because Caitlin has no social media presence. She's not the influencer that Shedeur is. The one that can come out and be like Shedeur, if he wants, I don't know if he is. I don't know about his social media presence. I am going to start following him, though, and I will be watching his games this year and recapping them, is Arch Manning. Because I keep hearing about him, so I have to be in the know about him. He is coming out, whether it be next year or the year after next, and has the potential to be the next Shedeur. He just better not. He better get those interviews right. Right? Like, or is it okay for him? Is it okay for him to be whoever he is? Is that how that's gonna work? So, anyway, I just wanted to check in, y'all. It's Friday. Y'all have a good day and a great weekend. Well, I'll definitely be back Saturday after the game. But y'all, until then, y'all have a good day. Oh, and please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to build this thing up so at least somebody will be watching my recaps during the season. Y'all have a good one.